What's good, y'all? It's your girl lydcenzo. We back here with another banger video. Today we're gonna have another one of those first person story times. This is gonna be the story time about how my man had a secret baby. Ooh. Let's name him Nick, as in Nick Cannon. So me and Nick had went to elementary school together, and we were never really like fake. We was kind of close, but not close, if that makes sense. Like in elementary school, like we would always like hang around each other, you feel me? And I always had like this vibe that he liked me, but he was one of those people that like peaked in elementary school. Like, you know how people be like they peak in high school? Well, Nick peaked in elementary school, and like he had all the girls on his body, and me being me, like I was just not the type to be on, like, if you're a man and you have all these girls on your body, chances are I'm not gonna be on your body, because I just feel like we're like call me bougie, call me what you want, but I'm just not gonna be on your body. Like, I don't care. Like, if you got the world on your body, I'm gonna be that one girl that's not gonna be on your body, because it's gonna be like, what's her vibe? Like, I want to make you be interested in me, you feel me, for me to tell you no. And it's crazy because we was like, what, 7? Like, what girls was on your body? But yeah, so yeah, all the girls on his body in elementary school. And me and him, I remember we would like take the bus home together sometimes, whatever. And like, I guess everybody knew that we was close, but like in a brother sister type way. But again, I felt the vibe that he was kind of feeling a girl, like, you know. So anyways, after, like, of course we didn't have phones in like elementary school, so we fake lost contact. But then like years later, I guess through like our mutual friends that we had on social media, like when it became popping, we had like found each other. So it was this one day, like he had added me. I guess someone had shared something relating to me like on Snapchat or something, and so he had added me. And mind you, now we're like 24, 25 at this point, so we're older, and he adds me or whatever, and we get to talking. Now mind you, we have not talked since elementary school, so it's really like learning this person all over again. Like, this is a stranger, you feel me, but not a stranger. Like, you know of them, but you don't know them now, like, you know, because people change over years or whatever. So we're getting to know each other, and I don't even want to say I was feeling him. I would say that I was feeling like the vibes, is what I mean to say. Like, we was like getting to know each other all over again, and it was like fake going, like, you know, really smooth over time, because we were probably talking like as friends, like just vibing or whatever, for like 3 months straight. And it's weird because it was like as soon as we started talking like on the phone and stuff like that, like we would call each other like every single day. Now being me, like, even if he was feeling me in that way, like in a romantic way, I'm the type of person, like, I'm not gonna pick up what you're putting down. Like, I'm not gonna pick up no hints. Like, you need to be very direct when you trying to step to me, you feel me? So anyway, it was this one random day, he had texted me like on some hypothetical type of situation. He's like, you know, if we were to like move forward like romantically, like try to be in a relationship, like how would you feel about that? Like, he's like, what are your standards and da da da. And it's just like, boy, me is 25 years old and you asking me about like hypothetical situations. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're feeling me, like, just let me know. Like, use your words, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so that's how he approached me, and I was basically telling him like my standards, like what I was looking for in a guy, like how I want to be taken out on dates, and like, you know, just showing attention and stuff like that, whatever. So at this point, I started having to think to myself, like, are you like feeling him? Like, are you not feeling him? Like, you know, what's up? So I never told him that I was like really feeling him or whatever, but I think we was both kind of getting that vibe. The next day, he had texted me in the morning. Keep in mind, we're not, you know, we're not together or dating or anything yet. So he texts me all of this, and he's basically like, he plans out a whole date. He basically gives like a little itinerary of like a day like that he wants to take me on, like whatever. And he's like, could go shopping, like we could go out to eat, stuff like that. So I had agreed to it, and we had ended up going on this date. And I'm not gonna lie, because this was my first time after like the 3 months of us talking, like actually seeing him in person since elementary school. So it was kind of awkward because it was like, I know you but I don't know you, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a couple things that I was noticing about him that just threw me off. Like talking in, like, a person is different like in person than over the phone. So I'm talking to him and he just seems like very, like, not intellectual is the best way that I could put it, y'all. Like he was just not, the vibes was just not there. Like I feel like I was getting more of his vibe over the phone than in person, which is weird because it should be the other way around. He was saying stuff that just wasn't matching up with like my ideal scenario, and at this point we're like 24, 25, and it's like we really need to start getting serious about our future. Like I'm not looking, like, I'm dating to marry. Like I'm not looking for, you know, this one-time temporary type of relationship. Like I wasn't looking for that. And so I'm paying attention to more important things. Like, you know, I'm trying to figure out how he wants his family dynamic. This man is like, he don't want no kids, he don't want to get married, he's okay with like living in, like, you know, like it was just very mediocre, and our beliefs and our values just really wasn't matching up. Because, you know, like I wanted to live in a big house, I want to get married, I want to have, you know, like 4 or 5 kids. Like, you know, it just wasn't matching up. But at the time I was like, you know, we're having like a good time, like I'm not gonna let that stop, you know, like I just brush it off type thing. Because I'm like, you know, we could come back to it later if things, you know, end up working out. So anyways, long story short, over the next few weeks I had ended up not feeling him, and it wasn't even because of like his values and beliefs and stuff, but I was just noticing like he was a weirdo. Like I can't even explain to y'all what was going on for real, but like he would call me and like talk about the most dumbest things. Like the conversation just was not there. Like it was not intellectual, not giving this man is intelligent, this man is really goal oriented. Like this man was a bum. Like, and I was really slowly starting to realize like he was really a bum. Like, you feel me? Like he had nothing going on for himself. Like, you feel me? Word. So everything that came to him was really just a turn off. And like he was one of those guys, like I don't know, he just made me feel like I was like so little, like I was in like middle school or something. Like he was swiping on my every post, like just sending paragraphs under every post, like not like heart eyes or like a cute little you beautiful whatever message. Like no, he would send like paragraphs on every single post. And y'all, I used to post myself a lot. He will swipe up on every single post, and I like, no, some girls be like, oh yeah, like I want my man. No, like there's a way to do stuff. Like he would really like just overdo it every single time, and it would just give like, why are you fiending? Like, you feel me? Like it was just a turn off to me. So anyway, moral of the story, I was not feeling him. Okay, let's just put it like that. I was not feeling him. So I guess he wasn't catching the hint. But again, since we had like a little friendship that we were building, I really didn't want to like hurt his feelings. So I never came outright and told him like, yo, I'm not, like I don't like you in that way. You feel me? Because I'm just assuming like he's gonna pick up what I'm putting down, you know? So yeah, so he was not picking it up, and it came to a point where I just started ignoring him. Like he would literally try to text me to link up. Like it was this one time he pulled up on me, like, and I just was not feeling that. Like I would literally ignore him. Like I would not be seeing this man, I would not answer his calls, would not answer his texts, like everything would deliver, all of that. So a couple months later I start talking to a new guy, and I'm really feeling this guy, whatever, and you know, like I feel more secure in what we have going on. So I was walking to the store, and it was the street that I was walking on, and lo and behold, I see him walking to the store as I'm passing like this park. Like he's there with his friends. So I see him. When I tell you I was ducking this man, like I was not trying to talk to him, but he spotted me, and he was like I had blue hair. Like I was very like, people knew it was me. So he spotted me, and he's like calling my name, running me down. So I had to turn around. We started talking, and I was just like, wow, like what are the odds that I see you here? You feel me? So boom, we get to talking. I don't remember what he said to me, but He's basically telling me like he apologizes if he ever made me feel uncomfortable, whatever. But and like he wanted another chance with me or whatever. Keep in mind, I was talking to that other guy who I was really feeling a lot. Now I'm 25 at this time. Like I feel like, you know, like I'm dating around. Like I don't have to just talk to one person because I'm not sleeping with anybody, you feel me? Like I'm literally just strictly dating. So I'm like, all right, like I'm gonna give you another chance or whatever. We could talk. So we talking. He seems like he changed, but also like I'm not pouring too much into it because it's like, keep in mind, I really thought you was a weirdo like 5 minutes ago, you feel me? Like word, like even though it was a couple months ago, like I really thought you was a weirdo. So anyway, I don't know if he got the vibe that we was getting more serious than we really was, but it was this one random phone call we had, and he decides to tell me, he's like, hey, you know, I feel like we're getting a little bit more serious. And I was just like taken aback because it was like in my head, I'm like, no, we're not. But you know, I wanted to hear what he had to say. So he was like, I should let you know, like, you know, something that's been on my mind. So I'm thinking, like, it's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. I'm like, is this man about to propose over the phone? Like, is he about to tell me like he's gay? Like, is he about to tell me he's moving? Like, there's so much things that this man could literally be trying to tell me right now. So I'm all ears. I'm like, okay, like, what is he like? What's on your mind? This man is gonna tell me this story about how him and his ex had broken up. So in my head, I'm like, why is this important to what we have going on? Like, why does that matter? And he starts telling me that the reason that they broke up is because his ex had cheated on him and had a baby by another man. So I'm thinking he's probably telling me this because he's like, oh, you know, he's traumatized about getting in other relationships because, you know, that scarred him really badly. Like, I'm thinking we about to have this deep talk. This man is gonna tell me, I'm telling you all of this because I still have an attachment to the baby. So I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm thinking he's probably gonna tell me like recently the ex had hit him up saying like the baby is not the other man's, it's actually his baby. This man is gonna tell me that he has a connection with the baby boy because after his ex had cheated and had the baby with the other man, how she came back to him begging for some help because the man had left her as a single mother with this newborn baby and she didn't know where else to go, whatever. So she came back to him, to Nick. And this man is so foolish. He takes her back and starts helping to take care of the child. So when he tells me this, I'm just really like, yo, what did I get myself into? Because this man is really a dunce. Like, your ex-gal cheated on you. Like, you feel me? Laid herself down to have a baby with this other man while y'all were in a relationship. And you take her back to help provide for this baby. That's not even yours. Where's the father? Where's the baby father? Like, what's that about? So I start asking like a million questions, not even because I care so much about him, but it was really like, now you got me really curious about the type of person that you are, you know what I mean? So I'm asking him, I'm like, what made you do that? And he's just like, you know, after I seen her and I seen the son, and like he made it seem so poetic, like she showed up at my doorstep with the child, like all this stuff, y'all. I'm just like, yo, what is going on? Like, what is that about? So I start asking him, I'm like, okay, so what do you mean that you currently have a connection to the baby boy? And he's like, you know, I didn't tell you this because I didn't know how another woman would take it, but I still help to take care of the baby, and I still like go over to see her and the baby. So I'm like, okay, so again, why do you feel the need to bring it up? Like, even if we are getting serious, like, what's that about? He's like, I just want to make sure you're okay with it. You want to make sure I'm okay with what exactly? Like you think that I'm going to stand by while you're going to see your ex and then blame it on the baby? And then he proceeds to follow it with, oh yeah, she still wants me. So I asked him, I said, so all the months that we was talking, those months ago that we was talking, and you was like trying to take me out and trying to pursue a relationship with me, you was still going to her house to see her and the baby? He tells me yes. So now I just blow up, because I'm like, if you really like, who do you take me for? Like, what do I have written on my forehead? Like, you feel me? It's only one dunce in the room, and it's not me. Like, it is surely not me. Like, you feel me? Look in the mirror, buddy. Like, it is not me. You gonna tell me that you expecting another girl to really stand by? But like, I would totally understand. I mean, to each his own. I'm not a person that, like, I'm not into the whole baby mother thing. Like, if you have a kid, I'm probably not gonna talk to you. But the kid is not even yours for me to even consider. Like, okay, like, maybe he's doing the right thing by taking care of his child. The baby is not even yours. So then we start talking more about it, and he tells me that eventually the baby father came back into the picture, and they're not together, but he be around her, basically. Like, he be around her and like the son. So I said, oh, so you don't have to provide for him? Like, you don't be, you just doing this because? He's like, no, I made an agreement with the baby father that I'm gonna provide for the child, and he's okay with letting me see her. Are you stupid? So like, apparently his ex is now living again with her baby father, and like, you feel me, I guess doing stuff with him, but he's not doing anything for the child. And what do you mean he's allowing you to see her? Are you, be a man, be a man. Like, what? Like, so y'all, this whole situation was just turning me off about him. I'm like, it's no way you're taking care of another man's child, and he knows about it, and he's allowing you to do it, and you don't have a problem with any of this. Like, who am I talking to? Like, what are we talking about right now? What are you talking about? What are we talking about? We're not talking about nothing. I'm done talking to you. So yeah, so after that, I was just really taken aback about the whole situation. I'm like, nah, this kid is really crazy. Like, my instance and my tuition was really right the first time. Hold on. Just like, the lesson from this is really like, don't double back. If something is telling you not to talk to somebody and not to pursue something no more, listen to that voice, because it's God. God is trying to save you from a situation. So yeah, that's the time that I found out that my man had a secret baby that he was taking care of that was not even his. That's really the gagger. The baby was not even his, y'all. Like, shout out to you though. Shout out to you, Nick, if you watching this. If y'all have any story time that y'all want to DM me, make sure y'all do that, because I will be telling them. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you tune into my next video, because I know that you know that it's a lituation every time I'm taking on Senzo Nation. That's on. Period. We out. Love you guys.